Too many. Are these lights higher than normal? The scaling credo. Maybe you're frustrated because you have too many options to focus on growth. Your team keeps doing things, but there's no progress, or you don't feel like you have a clear strategy for growing your business. I want to show you a different way of doing it. One that brings you crystal clarity in your business, creates predictable revenue, and even more importantly, happy customers. Crazy idea. I learned this a long time ago from a friend of mine, Clay Collins. I don't know if you've ever heard of the company Leadpages. A lot of people use them, multi-million-dollar company. And I had the just crazy fortunate circumstance to get a call from Clay one day on my platform, Clarity. So I built this company called Clarity, which was a marketplace to get advice from other entrepreneurs over the phone. And I get a request from Clay. So I'm on the call talking to Clay, and he's asking me for advice around scaling his company. Or no, it was actually around, should I raise or not? You know, he had a few investors that he was talking to. They had created a significant amount of monthly recurring revenue, and he wanted my advice. But what was really neat was just asking him how he grew the business and how he scaled it, and trying to kind of figure out what were the patterns that he applied that allowed him to get to that level of growth. And it wasn't till like many years later that I heard my buddy Taki Moore talking about like something like the 5 traits of growth or something like that. And I took these 5, and I'm going to teach you them in this video. And at the end, I'm going to talk about a myth because a lot of people get this wrong. So stay right till the end. But Taki talked about the 5 that he extracted from Clay in building Leadpages. So I want to walk you through those real quick. The first one is to pick one target market. I think too often when we're building a business, we know that there's 3 or 4 or 5 different types of customers that we could go after, but it's literally the discipline of nailing a niche. One target customer, one ideal, core, focused customer that you can add the most value to. I know that there could be like, well, we could also do it for X, Y, and Z. Those are the moments where as a founder, you have to have the discipline and say, you know what, we're not even saturated in this one customer. So the first thing you need to nail is just one target market. The second thing is one product, okay? And when I say this, and it's funny because you're like, well, I only have one product. Why do you mean by that? It's if you're building a software and all of a sudden you start with like the freemium consumer version, and you know there's this enterprise version of your product that you could build, I'm talking about one product. Maybe it's one price, one plan, one focus, and just do that. Too often, startups in the early days, they're trying to focus on pricing optimization and feature segmentation for their the different plans and their features. I think that that's just a bunch of wasted time. At the end of the day, you have one target market, one core product that you're just focused on. That'll let you learn faster than trying to do too many things for too many people. The third thing you need to absolutely nail is one conversion tool. So in the software space, there's really kind of 3 different types of ways to get somebody onto your product. There's free trial, so freemium to paid. There's an inbound sales process where you do a demo and get somebody on board, or you do a more involved enterprise sale and you're kind of like presenting and competing against other solutions, and you have territory sales reps, et cetera. That's probably not for most of you guys. But regardless of the process, have one conversion tool, one path where you take your target customer in a focused product and get them into becoming a customer, buying with a credit card on file. So the fourth thing is you need to have one channel for traffic or growth. So what I mean by this is like some people, they go, well, I want to do inbound marketing. I want to do Facebook ads. I want to do social media. I want to do YouTube videos. I want to do LinkedIn. I want to do whatever. I want to go to events. I want to be on stage. I want to speak. And you think that that's a good idea of doing all these different traffic channels, but what happens is you don't really know which one's working. You don't focus on it. Many people are like, okay, we're going to start the blog started, blog post done, but you don't actually revisit it. You don't go and say, hey, are these blog posts actually getting distribution? Are anybody reading them? Are they getting engagement on social media? Are they good? Would I want to read them? And that's the pain of not focusing on one traffic channel to grow. Finally, the 5th thing you need to consider, the scaling credo, is 1 year. 1 year of focus on the items above. Just one 12-month period of saying, you know what, I believe this is our core customer. We're going to go deep. on those things. So focusing 1 year and putting all your energy, all that power, all those resources behind those strategies is really going to get this thing to move forward. So real quick recap. 1, you have to pick one target market. 2nd, be sure to have one product. Don't try to split it up into 4 different plans. Focus on one product. 3rd, make sure that you pick one conversion tool that gets somebody from new, signed up for your product, and becomes a customer. 4th, you want one channel of traffic or growth, and that could be paid, that could be free, that could be PR, whatever it is for you that feels natural to you. Pick one. And 5th, focus on it for 1 year. Now, here is the myth that I want to share with you guys is most founders think they die or don't succeed because of starvation, meaning they don't have enough ideas or they don't have enough opportunities to grow their business. And what I've discovered over, coaching hundreds of entrepreneurs personally, done 1,300 clarity calls, talking to entrepreneurs one-on-one on the phone, is that most of them die from indigestion. They take on too many things. They have too many projects. They have too many ideas, too many features to build, too many customers to serve, and not focus on the core of the business. So that's why it's called the Scaling Credo, those 5 areas of focus. I hope this video finds you incredibly well. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think, and I'll see you next Monday. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel for other growth marketing videos. I'd also encourage you to join my newsletter for other free training, exclusive contests, and private events. And also, if you're ready to get going, I've got 2 videos queued up for you right now. I'll see you next Monday.